Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I have something special to show y'all, and that is my OTK one turn kill Jurassic Park deck. That's right. So obviously it can be used as other methods. It has plenty of routes, so it doesn't have to be a one turn kill, but there is plenty of combos that definitely lead to it. So here is the deck layout basically. So you got the Armadad or Archosaur. This is a really important card because this helps us essentially pop the baby from within our hand. And I'll explain later what popping the baby means, but Babysaurus is basically the best card in our deck. It allows us to get the cards we want upon sacrifice, which is extremely helpful, which is why we have three. Of course, we got Maxi, and we have Petiterodon. That's like another baby card. It's just not as good. Essentially, you can't attack the next turn. And then we've got the Ash Blossom, obviously, just for negates. Next is Giant Rex. This is pretty OG card. It's nice because whenever you banish it, you can resummon it, and it gains attack power based off that. Next, we have the Scrap Chimera. Now, this is basically a good card for leading into our Scrap Raptors, and Miscellaneousaurus and Oviraptor are great for recycling other cards and summoning other cards. Token Collector is more so of a novelty. It's a card on its own. It's good for our field card, basically. And like I said before, the Scrap Raptors play a huge part in increasing field creatures on the field. Next, we have Overtext Qualatlis. This is a card that's not on a lot of other people's decks, at least dinosaur decks. But I really like the dinosaur theme, so I figured I would incorporate it. Next is the Dino Wrestler Prankatops. Yeah, it's really good. It's got its own Dino Wrestler series. It's a great card, standalone card. It doesn't even need to be in a dinosaur deck. It's just that good. And then the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno is the ultimate card we hear. It has crazy effects. It can be able to do 3,500 damage to each person, and you can increase that to 7,000. It can even do armor piercing. So if you get the right setup, so it's definitely an end-all game type of card for sure. It's got plenty of benefits, and we got two of them, so you can't go wrong. Next is Nibiru, obviously dinosaur theme. Let's go for an asteroid. Monster Reborn. This helps us terraforming, helps us get us our field, basically, which will allow us to spawn tokens. The Double Evolution Pill is how we summon these high-leveled creatures on the field, and so it's important to get that. And then Fossil Dig is probably the most important spell card because it basically gets us what we need. Small World is basically like that, but under pressure, and Lost World is our field card. Now, when it comes to the extra deck, basically it can be mostly anything, but if you want to get an important combo, Lincoln Burrow, number 60, these two exclusive dinosaur XYZ cards, they're amazing. They have great negate abilities. I have a dragon here. Borload is very important. Blood, he's not so much. TG, Wonder Magician's not so much. Herald of Arc, Sikaar, Garcha, all these aren't. But Pentastag is extremely important because it allows piercing. Scrap Wyvern because it plays into our Scrap Chimera and Scrap Raptor, and Apaloosa and Access Code Talker. Those are just more negates and more attack power. So, without further ado, I think we should go ahead and hop on into a match. Okay, so this first match, we're gonna go second. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all, basically not a first turn kill, but okay with this hand, yeah. So not a first turn kill, but just to show you there are many different routes you can take with this deck. You don't have to follow a single combo just for it to be really effective. So we draw, okay, another baby. So, you know, if you wanted to start the main combo, you could get the Fossil Dig, place that down, get an Archosaur, and run it with the baby. The problem is I don't know if he had any negates. So yeah, it looks like that's what I'm gonna do. I'm getting the Armed Archosaur, and I'm doing this in order to, like I said, pop the baby. By popping the baby, we can, oh, that's what I thought. Yeah, okay, I remember now. He negated me. Because I was gonna start the main combo with this, but so that's another flaw with the main combo though, is if you get negated the first time, then you can't start it. But luckily I had enough of an idea of what to do to at least get something while building up my graveyard, because that also is important. It's not like crucial, but it definitely helps. And keeping Lincoln Burrow, we're allowed to at least reduce any type of life points being taken away. Yeah, man, the first year anniversary just been released too, so I was able to get the Blue Eyes White Dragon mate, and they have a really cool Yu-Gi-Oh bundle. You can get a new stadium, and it's like a golden Coliseum, and all sorts of new things, like a new solo that allows you to get a cool new, I guess, mate base. It's like a stack of cards. It's really hype. So there they go. He tries to attack. I negate it, but at the sacrifice of Lincoln Burrow. Okay, so the big evolution pill. I no longer have the Armed Archosaur, so I can't pop the baby from my hand unless I played the Ultimate Tyranno Conductor. The only problem is that I can't just play him off the bat. But with this card, it allows me to select cards from my graveyard or from my hand, and I can banish them. And when I banish them, I can summon basically any high monster, any high level monster. I choose to summon it from my deck because I'm going to keep the one in my hand. I put the baby on the field, even though I didn't even have to, because I'm pretty sure I can pop the baby from either my hand or the field. I get negated and destroyed, but I have a baby on the field. I'm pretty sure I choose to end my turn. But yeah, ever since I made the Exodia deck, I've been trying to get the challenge, because you get a bunch of new titles like Unfathomable and Show Off and all this stuff. So, even though I'm not good at the game, so, but it's fun. It's sort of like a campaign mode. Yeah, so I was able to negate him, thankfully, stopping any type of plans he might have had. I think he still was able to knock out, yeah. But it was quick. Okay, so the Overraptor alone can start a combo, right? So where I mentioned the Archosaur and the baby, that is a 2-card combo that can lead to a full field. Whereas Overraptor it could probably lead to at least half a field if played right. The problem is I had just recently gotten back on to Yu-Gi-Oh! And like playing the Dinosaur Deck, you have to really think about what you can do, because I was just playing, honestly, without even thinking about it. But that shows you, even if it's a mindless play, you can still probably win. That's how good of a deck it is. So I'm basically banishing 2 cards to summon another Ultimate Tyranno. And I'm gonna pop the baby, probably. Yep, I'm popping the baby. He has no negates. By popping the baby, he goes into defensive position, and killing the baby allows me to summon any monster from my deck, basically. Any monster that doesn't require an additional summon or tribute or whatever. Scrap Raptor can basically also bring in more cards, probably at least 1 or 2 on the field, just by combos alone. And then these 2 cards can summon, almost half the extra deck. But I did choose to summon a baby. I believe I did that to set myself up for the next turn. Because Ultimate Tyranno's ability works on both turns. Oh, that's right, he tricked me. This is when things started looking very grim. I had to, oh yeah, this is me trying to make sure, like, okay, if I attack him, am I gonna die from this, or... Luckily, though, I'm pretty sure he had less defense, so we were good. But yeah, so I believe what are we on turn 7? He's out of cards, but I have like at least a couple avenues I could choose. I think this was like one of... Okay, yeah, this is me negating him. This is me destroying the baby. So that was well prepared. He puts on another one. I summon a Overraptor to start up the combo again. Summon Miscellaneous, send it straight to the graveyard. By doing that, I'm testing if he has negates. And on top of that, like, when Miscellaneousaurus is in the graveyard, you cannot negate it with card effects. Any of your dinosaur creatures. And on the next turn, Miscellaneous can summon at the price of banishing another dinosaur. You can summon another dinosaur from the deck. There, I'm summoning another baby. Just in case, because you never know. Being extra cautious. Choose to use the ability. So I'm popping the baby. Oh, no, I popped the Armosaur. I keep the baby for the next turn. I choose to normal summon Scrap Chimera, which probably wasn't the best choice, because when you summon it, you can summon a Scrap Raptor, but it looks like I ran out of slots. But that just shows you, it can really build up. So with all this material in the field, you can do some special summons and XYZ summons. So here I'm going to show you that you can double the attack and do armor piercing. So this is basically this is game. Very underdog vibes. So basically now you can do 7,000 to each card on the field. And I have my token on the field. So like it counts, like I could just attack that and do 7,000. But I also wanted to show off his ability. So when you go over to a card and select it, it asks you to do his ability. If you do, it destroys a card no matter what attack or defense, but it only does 1,000 damage to the user, or to the opponent. So really, if I did that 3 times, I would only do 3k. But I wanted to show y'all the different abilities of Ultimate Tyranno. So this is me finishing off the token. So if I had just done this from the very beginning, and he would do nothing, he couldn't do anything about it. But imagine if an opponent had like a bunch of health, you can just chip away at it immediately. Alright, so for this one I'm going to show y'all the OTK. We're going to go second because technically, you can't attack on the first turn, even though, some decks can do damage on the first turn, and even possibly OTK. This one is just like the first chance you can attack, you can kill them type of deck. So, or at least this combo. So, first off, we've got an amazing hand. We've got an Archosaur and a Petite, which is our substitute baby. And basically, we're going to use those 2 cards to just end the game. So I'm looking at this card just to make sure everything's okay. It's not gonna mess up my combo in any way. I pull another Archosaur. I wish I pulled a baby. So first I bait negates. I play a card. I use Small World. And I honestly messed up when using this because I was trying to get a baby, and so this is me testing his negate, so he has something because it waited on him. I threw away an Archosaur, or I threw away a baby thinking, oh, it's gonna give me another baby, but it doesn't work that way. It's like if you throw away an Archosaur or anything else, you get a baby. But so I got stuck. So I was like, dang, what am I gonna choose? I got the Quatless, which is a good card like within itself. Just like the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. I went ahead and used my Miscellaneousaurus ability because now my dinosaur cards cannot be targeted by negates. He did not negate that, which I guess he just didn't have the ability to, because if he could, he should have. And I start the main combo. And generally you would do this with a baby, but we have a substitute baby, so we pop the baby, get a double evolution pill. The baby's ability allows us to then search for a card. We get Overraptor. As y'all have seen before in the match prior, that overall Raptor allows us to summon another card. That card is going to be not Miscellaneousaurus. Generally it is, but because we already used Miscellaneousaurus, I'm going to just grab a Dino Wrestler, because you never know. So next is to eliminate the Archosaur and summon a Lincoln Burrow. By eliminating the Archosaur, we can now have another card to banish along with the Miscellaneousaurus. That way we can pull yet another card on the field. So this 2-card combo is already allowing us to have 2 to 3 cards on the field, and we're about to have a full field. We grab the baby on the back of the deck. You should always grab the card to the right or the furthest, because the way Konami works is the front is left, the back is right, and if you don't pull the back one, the combo just doesn't work. So we get the baby that was in the graveyard at the back of the deck, or the back of the graveyard really, and then we summon a Scrap Raptor, because the Scrap Raptor will allow us to pop the baby. Now I messed up here because you're not supposed to pop the baby, and I got impatient, because you're supposed to summon a Scrap Chimera, and instead I decided to pop the baby, and I was like, ah, dang, wait, this doesn't look right. So I got the Giant Rex, because the Giant Rex is always a great card, and if you banish it, like, it's just gonna get stronger, and it will just resummon. So I decided to go back to the main combo. So imagine if the Big Rex was a baby, then this is what a perfect combo would look like. This is Scrap Wyvern. Yeah. I then use its ability to summon a Scrap Raptor. But when you do that, you have to eliminate a card. So its second ability is, if it witnesses another Scrap Raptor being killed, or another Scrap Monster, you can use its second ability, which allows you to summon yet another one, and allows you to get a free Scrap Chimera card. And that also allows you to get another free summon. And that one free summon is going to get you another free summon. And, you know, this is where you would destroy the baby, but I decided to destroy their trap card because I didn't trust it. And I play my Chimera. It summons a Scrap Raptor. And bam, we have a full field. Now we have all the material to make whatever we want. So the first things first is we want to get rid of the level 2 Scrap Wyvern Link 2, because Savage Borreload allows us to essentially use whatever link level and count that as that's the number of negates you get. So we summon Apaloosa, because that's another 3-4 negates. We then sacrifice 2 of the dinosaurs to summon Savage, or the Borreload Savage Dragon. Savage Borreload Dragon. Borreload Savage Dragon. Okay, got it first time. Use its ability to get Scrap Wyvern and count it as our negates. Now we have 2 Omni negates. We summon Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, banish the Big Rex, allows us to resummon the Big Rex, and even at a stronger Big Rex. And we just keep getting more materials on the field. I decided not to use my ability yet. Summon Giant Rex. Summon one of the 2 XYZ Dragon Dinosaur dependent cards. And honestly, it doesn't matter which one you choose. They're both great. They both have negate powers. Relatively semi-high attack. Summon another double evolution pill. At this point, we could summon another Ultimate Tyranno if we had the ability, but I think it's in the grave. I'm not sure. And then, oh no, there it is. It's in the deck. See? Summon it. Or I could have summoned any of the cards that were in my hand. Now we have an overwhelming amount of power, and we can negate anything. So if we did go the first turn, even if they did something the second turn, we have at least like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 negates. Because even an Ultimate Tyranno can negate a card by turning it upside down. That's like, there's no way anyone can get past 10 negates. You can stop anyone. So, and some of them are Omni negates. So they just stop anything. And that really just causes game right there. That's why this deck is considered an OTK. It's a meta deck, and you can find it online, but this is my version, and I thought I'd share it. Anyways, I just want to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content, and if you have any questions, you can always leave a comment. This is my favorite deck. I've always been a fan of Dinosaur decks, even from the OG show, and that kid had the Dinosaur deck. And yeah, I just wanted to show you all that this is out there, and it's really effective. And yeah. Anyways, I hope y'all have a good day. Leave a like, maybe comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all later.